Welcome to your StreetText dashboard. So to get here, you would have gotten a onboarding email. And actually, the email would have come along with your receipt. It would say, "Welcome to StreetText." And in that email, there is a temporary password and login. So as you scroll down that welcome on board email towards the very bottom, there's a temporary password. You'll go then to that password and you log in at streettext.com. You'll go to sign in with your email that you are utilizing and this temporary password. And now you're into the dashboard. And the first thing we're going to go through in this dashboard is kind of showing you through how this works. So one of the things I want you to start with is the settings tool. The settings tool is here on your left-hand side. And if you go to settings and profile, this is where you're going to start doing a few things. Okay. One thing I want you to really start thinking about is a slogan. That could be just a one-line sentence like "home is where the heart is," or "serving the greater," in this case, Sharon area for 25 years, or whatever that slogan or tagline would be. But that's going to be pulled in automatically into the funnel next to your picture. And when someone goes to potentially put in their name or phone number, you want that great slogan there because it would be empty in quotations mark if there isn't a slogan. So make sure to update that and also update your website. Now, this person put in their Facebook, but you could also put in your website if you had one and make sure to save changes. Now, hitting the light bulbs again and then clicking Facebook pages, you can connect your Facebook account to StreetText here. It'll actually take you through your personal page. You'll have to put in a password, but it'll come out back into the dashboard with your page in here. And you can actually click reviews and choose one of your favorite reviews that someone has given you on your Facebook business page. Now, if you don't have any reviews, I recommend getting that in there as well because let's say you use Zillow or some of those platforms. People often ask me, can I take those reviews and put them on my Facebook business page? No, I would recommend contacting those guys, having them log into their own Facebook, go to your own business page and write that review there because it has to be within Facebook. And then we can automatically pull that. And again, that is going to be a review shown in front of that lead when they go to put in their name and phone number to be contacted. So it's a great opportunity to get some credibility there. Once you've set those two tools up, there's this one right here. This little three people will take you back to the dashboard, and the dashboard is going to show you actually this little link right here. If you were to click on this map, it would show you your own funnel, so you can go through that yourself. I will also send you a link with your actual ad out there being shown to public, and you can go in through that way. Make sure if you get any likes or shares or comments on that ad to respond because it will increase the relevancy of that ad, which is going to bring more action to that ad as well. Now, three tabs I want to navigate through: contacts, which is probably the most important one for you to see because contacts in this case is going to be everybody that has given you a minimum of an email. And you can see here their estimated time frame, whether they're just curious, wanting to sell immediately, and so forth. We'll also be pulling in things like their Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and so forth. You see all these little icons here. And we'll go over that because you'll have people that give you phone numbers like Constantine did here. And you can see who's giving you phone numbers and who has given emails. But the very minimum, all your contacts will have an email. So for the example of, let's just say JC, she was just curious. But the great thing is we pulled in her picture, and you can see over here on the right-hand side that our email was verified, as indicated by this number one here. And what I really want to emphasize too is you can see our Facebook message, this opportunity to send our Facebook message, but I like to go to the social and learn about them. Here's their demographics or about me, Facebook, and so far, Gravatar. That's not always going to be there, but when it is, it's really nice to profile that person. Then there's timeline. Timeline is huge because you can track to see if they opened an email. Now the email we'll quickly go to and I'll show you, but this is an email that automatically sends letting them know that we received their home evaluation request. And I'll show you can modify and change that, but it's actually, if you come over here, you can say it's, "Hi, congrats, I received your request for the property evaluation of 8 Cedar Creek Park Road. I will review the information provided and begin working on your property evaluation shortly." And there's a little bit more in there, but you can edit and modify that. But it's auto pulling in her information, auto pulling in your information, and it's just a initial reply that goes out immediately, letting them know that you'll be getting in contact with them, which is great. And you can track to see if they've opened and clicked it in this timeline section. Now, here on the light bulb where it says emails and emails again, you can see the two lead property evaluation auto response number one. In this case, sent 14 times already. And this is in a 7-day trial. This is cool to see. So if you actually go to edit this, this is what automatically sending. And you can actually change, modify the subject line and the body of this if you wanted to say something more personal. But you can see it's auto pulling in your information, your website, your phone number, and your name, as well as their name if they had one. Oftentimes, if it's just an email, it'll just say hi. But if it's they go and give you the name and phone number, it'll also pull in their name and, of course, address. Now, one more thing we'll track going back to 3 people here and then going to submissions. This is great to see as well, because if you look at the contact details form 2, this is everybody who's gone through the entirety of your form. So they've gone, given an address, given you an email, permission to contact them through email, a time frame for selling, whether or not they give you updates and condition of their home, as well as they would have gone at least to the area where your Facebook review would be, as well as your tagline would be, the picture would be. There'd be an opportunity to put in a name and phone number. Some people give it, some people don't, but they've gone all the way through the process to the congratulations page, where in the future we can actually embed a video introducing yourself to that lead. But you can see here the 14 people that did so. And these are the 14 people I recommend starting to work with first, is anybody who goes to that contact. So again, in submissions, view submissions, those are the 14 people. Another cool thing too is if you go back to the emails and emails, you can see the 14 here. If you click on the 14, you can see who was delivered to and how many opens. Again, you can view the contact from there. So some fun tabs to look at. Now, taking us back to the addresses, this will show us everybody who's gone through the entirety of the form, but who given you at least an address. So you can see the blue would be the same as a contact, as a view contact. Anyone who's gray is just an address submissions. So my recommendation with all these ones is, of course, with the address submissions, sending something out in the mail. But there's a couple things to do. I mean, when you're getting this level of submissions, it's going to be very time consuming to try to do market reports. I'm a firm believer that you go after, and I'll send you an example, that you go after the walkthrough and you let them know that your home evaluation process is a 15 to 20-minute walkthrough of the home, and you give them 3 different options throughout the week that you're available. And usually that works quite well. Another platform I'm a huge believer on is sending video email. One of the platforms we really closely associate with and we have a Zapier connection with is BombBomb, which is video emailing, because you can actually send a video introduction, let them know exactly what your plans are to get them that market report and how you're going to do it, as well as they get a chance to meet you. So we'll talk more about that, but start here. If you have any quick questions, send me a quick text message. I'll give you my information via email, and we'll go from there. I look forward to meeting you, and I wish you a successful trial with StreetText. Talk soon.